Awesome. All righty. Dr. Prasad, great to have you here with us. And look at everybody else that's joined us here on Sunday afternoon. There's still time to get everybody on and make sure that they're here to hear these incredible testimonies.
Yes.
We've had almost 2 months. No, we have had 2 full months of talking about the in our body's incredible ability to protect itself, it starts sticking fat in places that we don't want it, and that's called visceral fat. And Jonathan's done an amazing job kind of pointing that out to everybody. But let me go ahead and I'll spotlight my video, and I'll just welcome to Sunday evening in on the Pacific time zone. It's 2 o'clock here for me in Wyoming. It's 3. For those of you that are joining us in the Central, it's 4 and 5 o'clock on the Eastern Coast. So excited to be here with you. My co-host here today is Dr. Prasad, Kedar Prasad. Amazing individual. He has instructed us on so many different levels as it relates to the human body. But just as I referenced, we have had right now 2 entire months talking about visceral fat and how devastating that can be for people's health, and just different ways of dealing with it. And it's so amazing, Dr. Prasad, coinciding with you being the Michelangelo of micronutrients, as David refers to you.
Yeah.
I mean, truly an artist that paints, and not in artistry that way, but everything has a frequency. So all colors have frequency. So artists deal with frequency if they're doing art. But there's those that are gifted, like your son Che, in music, and he is also creating with frequencies, those vibrations of his guitars. And as he pulls that together, and I really feel like that, Dr. Prasad, you're creating in the micronutrient world also with frequencies and vibrations of micronutrients. And so you truly could be that Michelangelo of micronutrients, because you're such an artist when it comes to this. But you back it all up with science. How these micronutrients work together. But what was exciting here just a couple weeks ago, you shifted into macronutrients. And we all know macronutrients, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And amazing that you take that very first macronutrient, protein, and put together a formulation for all of us to experience. And it's just been amazing. I'm hoping to hear individuals' testimonies on today's call about not just all of the micronutrients and how we're using the core 4 to really maintain optimal health, but also now that we have access to your formulation with macronutrients, the proteins, and just carbohydrates, those fats that are so important to us. So this has been amazing, and thank you, Dr. Prasad, for being here.
Sure.
We are recording this. We've added a few more people onto the call here, so as I've been doing some explaining. But really, before we get too far into this, we need to protect ourselves. And so I'm going to pull up the disclaimer. People can follow along with me as I read. These statements and comments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This information is solely for educational purposes only and includes recent advances in research on micronutrients. Engage, the micronutrient company, does not claim that our products diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. However, Engage's products are formulated to address nutritional deficiencies and supply the body with the required nutrients. It's important to note that nothing here is meant to be a substitute for professional medical treatment or a consultation with your primary healthcare provider. But before I really go on, I want to leave this this disclaimer up here and draw everyone's attention to that third sentence in the first paragraph. It says, and includes recent advances in research on micronutrients. And I want to take just a moment as we are going into the testimonial side of this to point out the significance of really who Dr. Prasad is and where we're so fortunate to be included in the knowledge of these recent advances in research. And I want to just pull up here this this paper that was published just a little over 6 weeks ago. And Dr. Prasad, you recognize this? This is the straight out of the, this is an international journal of cancer therapy and oncology. So that means every oncologist or somebody working with cancer therapy either has this article in their inbox, in their email, or it could be on their coffee table or on their desk or somewhere in their office. And when I say every one of them, because these doctors want to stay up to date. They want to stay up with what's the latest and the greatest. And what did we just learn from the disclaimer? That disclaimer said recent advances in research. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because all of these oncology doctors, all of these cancer therapists out there have access to this. And it's an article that was published June 5th of this year, 2026. And today is the 26th of July. So June 5th to July 5th is 4 weeks. We're about, 7 weeks, maybe 6.5, 7 weeks in talking about this is the latest and greatest cutting edge technology. And what is it? It's an entire article here where Dr. Prasad published out there, supportive use of high dose antioxidants with probiotics would enhance the effectiveness of chemo radiation therapy while protecting normal cells. Absolutely incredible. In fact, in this article, Dr. Prasad references another one of his papers that was published on April 1st. So April, May, June, July. So in the last 90 days, this one went up to everyone, the World Journal of Pharmaceutical and Life Sciences. And what is the title of this one? High dose antioxidants with probiotics selectively kill cancer cells and enhance effectiveness of cancer therapies on cancer cells without affecting normal cells. This to me is just right out of cutting edge recent advances in research on micronutrients, and Dr. Prasad has provided it here for us. What is he talking about? Dr. Prasad is talking about the first two components of the core four. And so from left to right, Dr. Prasad has just put the world on notice that the micro daily, in fact, let me go to this picture of it because I know that it is really Dr. Prasad's favorite. It is the micro daily in the hydro form. So again, from left to right in this picture that you see on your screen, it says microdaily hydro EMF, enhanced formula, and probiotics. Dr. Prasad has suggested that this combination of micronutrients and probiotics with prebiotic mixture is that answer that we are looking for, that answer to cancer. And I think it's so important that we understand this going into it. Dr. Prasad in his articles have said that this is how it works, but really to take just a moment. I know the last 2 months we have been talking about visceral fat, but with Dr. Prasad on this call, where we're hearing about testimonies and people having incredible success, why don't we take just a moment and talk about Dr. Prasad's understanding? He says, and this Jonathan put this together for us a couple of months ago, and it says cancer metabolism. This goes right to what Dr. Prasad has been teaching us, an engine requiring two fuels. And for those of you that are out there that can do a screenshot of this, this is a perfect way of looking at cancer metabolism. It's like a little engine that requires two fuels. You have glucose coming in and you have glutamine coming in on the left-hand side. To the right of this, there's a little explanation that says all cancer cells, regardless of type or stage, are absolutely dependent upon these two specific fuels to survive, produce energy, and divide. Okay, and if a cancer cell is unable to survive, produce energy, or divide, it is going to starve to death. So here's a vulnerability right down there at the bottom of the page. You can see with a little exclamation point inside the triangle, it says there's a vulnerability. If you cut off the supply of both glucose and glutamine, a cancer cell loses its ability to function and essentially starves to death. And so Jonathan had put together this picture, this graph, and it says the antioxidant blockade, targeted starvation. That's what we're getting out of this. That is what Dr. Prasad is talking about with these articles. I wanted to just go back to some of this creativity of Jonathan putting this together, helping the world understand that this is Dr. Prasad's approach. Supportive use of high-dose antioxidants with probiotics would enhance the effectiveness of chemo and radiation therapy while protecting normal cells. So again, here is the targeted starvation. You cut off the glucose, you cut off the glutamine, and what happens right over here on the right-hand side, we have the explanation. High therapeutic doses of multiple antioxidants completely block the cancer cell from absorbing glucose and glutamine. Targeted starvation. Therefore, because they cannot eat, the cancer cells shrink and begin to die off. But what was also a big part of Dr. Prasad's article, his published article, it says, while protecting normal cells. Well, we have that right here with a little check mark down in the lower right-hand corner. Healthy normal cells are completely unaffected by this specific biological blocking mechanism. So multiple types of antioxidants are required. This isn't a single approach. This is Dr. Prasad, the Michelangelo of micronutrients, saying multiple types of antioxidants are required because some specifically block glucose, while others target glutamine. Both pathways must be blocked. And how are we blocking it? We are blocking it with, again, just Dr. Prasad has it dialed in. He knows how to do it. I had it up here on the screen right here. It's targeted starvation utilizing the micronutrients in microdaily EMF hydro. And when we're talking about high doses, we're talking about 3 times the dose, 3 times a day. And then you 3 times the dose with the probiotics to support what? Why is it important that we have the probiotics on board as well? Well, let's go right back to Dr. Prasad's, again, his article. This is 7 weeks old, and it says right at the top, supportive use of high-dose antioxidants. We've already talked about that, 3 times the dose, 3 times a day, with probiotics would enhance the effectiveness. So what we're talking about is this. And Jonathan put together this slide. You see there on the right-hand side, it says targeted probiotics and prebiotics. This is not like just going and getting any probiotics, because we have truly Dr. Prasad on here who studied back in the early 80s. Like 80, 81, that time frame, Dr. Prasad is the one credited with discovering butyric acid. Butyric acid is that small chain fatty acid that is formed in the gut by the fermentation of certain fibers. Dr. Prasad has identified those fibers, and there's 5 targeted fibers that go in and support the probiotics, which are the microorganisms. And if you look at this, so if anybody is going through chemo and radiation, we understand right there at the top, looking at this little circle chart here, chemo and radiation damages the stomach and the intestinal lining. That's just, it's an inherent side effect of these approaches. Number 2 down there at the 3 o'clock time frame on our little circle chart, it says causes intestinal dysbiosis. How long has Dr. Prasad been talking to us about that being out of balance in our gut? It says harmful bacteria outnumber the good. This is what's going on. And so in addition to the micronutrients at high dose, we need to be also 3 times in the dose with the probiotics, with prebiotics, because down there at that 6 o'clock position on our circle chart, it says dysbiosis actively interferes with the treatment efficacy and increases the toxic side effects. And so we truly have to intervene there. And here we have Dr. Prasad not only being the Michelangelo of micronutrients, but the individual credited with understanding the intricacies, anyway, the importance of the gut. How about that? The importance of the gut, because number 4, the microbiome restoration breaks the dysbiosis cycle and improves the treatment. And so truly we have the answer right here. The complete support ecosystem. We have the shield that neutralizes free radicals, protecting healthy tissue and the collateral damage. We have the blockade over on the right-hand side, cutting off the glucose and the glutamine to starve the tumor. And then the soil is like what's happening in our gut, restoring gut microbiome to reduce toxicity and maximize the treatment efficacy. Again, right there in the center, true oncological support requires addressing all 3 simultaneously to fight cancer from the inside out. I know I took the moment to just explain the significance of what Dr. Prasad has put the world on notice with, and it's right. This supportive use of high-dose antioxidants with probiotics would enhance the effectiveness of chemotherapy, radiation therapy while protecting normal cells. I could not take today. I know we're looking at coming to this journey of visceral fat, coming to the end of it. But I have been doing so many calls with individuals in the last 3-4 weeks. The better part of a month. It seems like I'm doing so many calls with people that are battling all kinds of cancer. And Dr. Prasad, with you being on this call, I'm going to just pull you up, and I think the very first thing that I want to do, and I know you come on these testimonial calls because these are the rewards that you get. You're hearing people's lives change. You're hearing success stories, and we're going to be hearing a lot of those. But I feel it's only fitting that Dr. Prasad, I'm able to be on the telephone. I'm able to be on Zoom calls. I'm able to be on with so many people that are battling cancer. And I want to say what you have given to them, that gift of hope, that understanding of truth that has been spoken, and the way that people's bodies are responding to this, Dr. Prasad, I want to be the very first one to just say, with this understanding, as I have explained it, you truly are the Michelangelo of micronutrients, and we're so fortunate to have you here with us. Thank you.
I'm always happy to be with you and my engaged family, and anything I can do to help them, I'm always there.
Thank you. And I'm going to schedule a call. You've offered to extend yourself out to other doctors, oncologists that want to understand this. And
Yes.
so the first part of next week, Dr. Prasad, I need to coordinate your schedule
Sure.
with one of our engaged family members that is going through a cancer battle, and his doctors want to have a further understanding of basically what I went through with everybody here today. But being an oncologist, and I
Yeah.
know that if we can coordinate the schedules, you'd be there. So thank you.
Glad to
All
be.
right. Wow, everybody. My goodness. I know I took just a little over uh, 20 minutes going through that explanation, but you really understand now the importance of where we're at in time in the history of the world right now. Dr. Prasad is truly, he's not just talking to us. He's not just coming on these Zooms and saying, hey, all of you that are already taking micro daily, all of you that are already taking the micro daily EMF and the probiotic. It's here the world really needs to be aware of this, and it's up to us to take this information out. And just like as we started out here today, I was asking Dr. Prasad about his latest opportunity to visit. It was in Austria, Germany, is where this event was hosted. Dr. Prasad successfully was able to join this huge community vis-a-vis Zoom, just like we have him here today. But he was talking to the leading people in their field as it relates to issues and how that can be addressed through the core four. And Dr. Prasad, you were talking about was it Alzheimer's and dementia, or which
Yeah,
what was
I talked about Alzheimer, the diabetes, and Parkinson's disease. Three talked.
all three of them?
All
All
three.
three of them. So
Three
it's
different meetings. Three different meetings.
three different meetings, and you know why Dr. Prasad is able to talk about these things? Let me just pull this up because this is really cool. Um, these are papers that Dr. Prasad has just recently written, and and here we are. I'm gonna just pull you off of the spotlight so that everybody can see this. We have three separate articles, one written for PubMed, another Journal of Nutrition and Food Sciences, and the one on the right, Journal of Brain and Neuroscience Research. And just like Dr. Prasad mentioned, on the left-hand side, we have right here, well, I'll just read the title. Micronutrient mixture with collagen peptides, probiotics, cannabidiol, and a diet may reduce aging and developmental progression of age-related Alzheimer's disease and improve its treatment. Amazing. Right there in the middle, another article that he wrote, and now he's lecturing all around the world about it. Prevention and improved treatment of diabetes, a mixture of micronutrients, probiotics, omega-3, collagen peptides. It's all right there. And then he referenced again the significance of having an answer for those that are suffering from Parkinson's. The right-hand side, their role of a micronutrient mixture, probiotics, collagen peptides, omega-3, and CBD in prevention and improved treatment of Parkinson's disease. And truly, what are we talking about there? The core four. And I know just last Tuesday night, Dr. Court and Dr. Prasad were talking about this, just having an open conversation about that core four, that combination of four different components are all now, they've been granted their own patent. We're just waiting on the number for that patent. But yeah, amazing, Dr. Prasad. First time, again, ever in history, we're putting the world on notice that combination of four different
Exactly.
components
Exactly.
are
Just
so
surprised myself.
goodness, this is amazing. All righty. So I'm hoping that I've kind of given everybody the opportunity to kind of get excited about coming and sharing their testimonies as it relates to these incredible products, these formulations from Dr. Prasad. And I'm just looking now for just somebody to start raising their hand, opening up their cameras, their microphones, and then just coming forward. Dr. Prasad and I have I've explained a lot during this call. This will be some good information that Jonathan can post out there in his YouTube shorts and some of the other videos that he's put together in long format. But now's the time. Those of you that are on here, almost 70 of you, let's hear your testimonies about these incredible products. We will take just testimonies here today. So right there, we have, oh, thank you, Bernard. I'm going to go ahead and pull you up here onto the screen here with us. That's the spotlight. Bernard, I'm going to step myself out of the way here, and we're looking for some others. But here you go. You and Dr. Prasad. Go ahead.
They're here ready to start, Jeff. It just takes someone to get it started. But what I wanted to make a comment on was, Dr. Prasad, you came out with your latest products, was the mineral boost and the joint relief. And I was interested in that because, as you well know, I was a firefighter for 25 years and I got hurt at the end of my career about 5 years ago. And on a fire, I wound up separating my quads totally. And due to a misdiagnosis, my quads actually drew up into my thigh. And they had to go up in there and pull it out. I was in ICU with a blood count of 2, actually for about 5 days. And then finally, my blood count started raising. They thought I wasn't going to be here, but here I am. And the results were, even though I was able to walk again, it was very hard for me to walk since that time, which is 2018. Well, when you came out with the joint relief boost and the mineral boost, I was interested in that because every day, even though I'm taking these wonderful products, I have a certain amount of pain. So anyway, I started using them, and within about 3 weeks, I noticed that I was walking without my leg band on. And the results were, over a period of time, I noticed my leg getting better and better. I started getting better workouts at the gym. My wife noticed that I was walking better up. And of course, with this joint boost and relief, this joint relief boost and the mineral boost, I also take the Core 4. So I want to congratulate you on that because these products are actually phenomenal. My wife has had some results too that look like she got her hand up because I know she told me about some things she's been doing. But because of Denise and Marvin McClure, I decided to go ahead and start the GLP back up again for the sake of trying to lose that midway pouch. And I've been doing that for a couple of weeks and it's phenomenal. So I just want to congratulate you because I'm getting a lot better results than I ever thought I would get with the GLP, as well as the joint boost and the mineral boost. And I believe that the best is yet to come.
Bernard, you look thinner.
You know what it is? Everybody's saying that I'm starting to look thinner and thinner. And the thing is, since I started taking GLP, I don't desire as much sweets, and I'm starting to look better and better. And my wife can't keep her hands off me. I'm just kidding. But the point is that it really has helped me out a whole lot, and I really appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
That's my story. And by the way, I have a lot of people on here call me with stories. Please let the people know what these products are doing for you. I have a number of people on here that called me. I'm hoping that I don't have to call them out. All right.
Thank you, Bernard. It's amazing to hear those stories, and it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but we're going into almost 4 years here. So it's amazing. All righty. So I know we've got Michelle. Shelley Dean has her hand up. If you want to turn your camera on, it would be great to hear from you. Or who's next?
I'm not camera ready, but I would like to give a testimony. And my testimony, hello, Dr. Prasad. My testimony has to do with the protein boost. So this product was recently released, as everybody knows. And so we went ahead and got some of them. Actually, we got a good portion of it and started using it. Started to use it right away. And being back at the gym and so forth, I have seen the result, of using it and how it has helped just with energy levels and flexibility, and so forth, the same as what the collagen does as well. So for me personally, I've seen the benefit in using the protein boost, and I continue to use it. It's really amazing, and it really keeps you full for a long time. So it works very, very well with GLP. So I just want to say that, and thank you so much, Dr. Prasad, for introducing Protein
Thank,
Boost into our life as well. Another add-on to improve our health. Thank you.
thank you, Shelley.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, thank you for coming forward. And I'll tell you, we've had some amazing experiences ourselves. Helen and I are both using the protein in our approach to breakfast. Break fast.
Yeah.
We're,
Not only that, but here is two additional components that we
Okay.
have added in protein drink. One is citrulline, that increases the blood flow to all your organ. That is very important. And third is the insoluble fiber. Insoluble fiber is extremely important because when you digest food, meat eater more than vegetarian, they form lot of chemical carcinogen and they are get eliminated normally. But if not as much, but if you add the insoluble fiber, they will bind with them, and so they can be absorbed, and gradually they get eliminated. So addition of insoluble fiber is very important in the protein drink because it helps you to eliminate all the toxin that you have formed during digestion. And this happens. This has been published. Many scientists have published this. I have published it. And so this is very important that Shelley brought that point.
And that is amazing, Dr. Prasad. And right back to when we were talking about cancer and the importance of getting our gut right, you've just shared with us that using your macronutrient approach,
Yes,
the
yes.
proteins need to be supported with your discovery in the gut as it relates to fiber. In fact, I'm going to pull this up onto the screen because you and Che and Addie put together this chart, and it's amazing. We look at it full screen here. We have the Engage Wellness System, which really targets all aspects of the body. I mean, because over on the left-hand side, we've got modern environmental challenges. We got UV radiation, 5G and EMF environments, ultra-processed foods, environmental oxidative stress, stress and modern lifestyle, and then the microbiome changes. So all of those things have been identified as stressors to our body. You have put together for us this wellness system. This would be another one for our guests that are on here today. Do a screenshot of this because it is so significant that what Dr. Prasad has just shared with us, that over the protein daily over on the right-hand side is kind of an overarching addition to this Engage Wellness System.
Yeah.
And if you go down through just those that are in bold, we have on the right-hand side, I mean, you can see it there: hair, skin, and nails, digestive and gut health, muscle strength and maintenance, satiety and weight management, recovery and endurance, immune system, energy and metabolism, and bone and connective tissue. All of that is available to us with just the protein daily. Dr. Prasad's approach to macronutrients, again, the Michelangelo of micronutrients, and he's just shared with us that we probably need to say Michelangelo of macronutrients as well with this protein.
And most of the protein product in the market is from whey, which is very good protein, but they have quickly get absorbed and metabolized. But we added also egg protein, which is absorbed very slowly. So protein stays in your system for a longer and longer time.
Now it's amazing. Well, while we're taking a moment here to talk about protein and the use of the GLP-1,
Yeah.
We have a young lady that is just coming on here, and Dolores will come to you, but Crystal Lemon is here with us. I'm going to pull Crystal up onto uh, our spotlight here. This young lady took your GLP-1 and started using a different type of protein. But I have the pictures of you, Crystal. But do you want to give people a little bit of your background, kind of where things are with you, and we'll I'll pull Dr. Prasad and myself off of the spotlight so everybody can see you directly. But Crystal, share with us your experience. Go ahead.
Right. Well, I started with the GLP-1, then because of some back pain and the anti-inflammatory that was for osteoarthritis. And then I added on the collagen, and then because of plantar fasciitis, I added on the micro daily, and then it was the omega, and fast forward, love the women's pill. I'm taking everything but the men's and the heart because I've just had so many issues. In fact, I was re-listening to Dr. Quartz, the two of them, their podcaster about the dementia. And they put up a screenshot of 10 things that dementia is dealing with. And I'm like, holy cow, 7 to 8 of those I've had. And that's why those are specific reasons of why I'm taking the product. But I also wanted to lose weight. And I have done that. And my husband's lost weight on it as well. He's actually beat me by 1 pound. And so I've lost like 38 pounds and he's lost 39. And so
I'm gonna pull your pictures up. Crystal, I'm gonna put the pictures up here, and you can explain them. Here is that's that side view. And so yeah.
Wow. What a
so
difference.
it's a big difference. That first one, I just noticed, I dropped 20 pounds, well, to me, fairly quickly, because in the past, I drop a little bit. Say I drop 5 pounds, I'd gain 15. Drop 5 pounds, I just kept going up. But with this products, it would go downwards. Gain a little bit, drop, gain a little bit, drop. But then I stopped noticing a drop in the weight. But you can tell from the pictures that I still see a big difference. In fact, there's more of a difference when I was losing less pounds with the weight around my stomach.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I think it makes me happy to hear it. And another thing that GLP formula we have, it is not only the GLP-1 or GIP, and they are very good for weight loss, but we have also added 2 herbs. And job the 1 herbs is to eliminate the existing belly fat. It has nothing to do with GLP. It do by itself. And second herbs these are all Ayurvedic herbs. And second job is to prevent the formation of new fat. So in combination with GLP-1, it works miracle. So no other product have this kind of strategy that not only you are using GLP-1, which reduces weight, but also reduces, improved glucose metabolism, but also additional factor that also acts for existing fat. We have to also decrease existing fat too, and prevent the formation of new fat. And so this is, our product is unique.
Well, it's wonderful. I'm a fan.
Yeah, thank you.
That's amazing, and thank you for sharing your pictures. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say the joint one made a huge difference in my hip bursitis. Within days, I mean, it's still there, but it's so much more manageable. I'm sleeping better. I'm exercising harder than I have in years. And like I can take off and start going for a run and just keep up with my long-legged husband because he's 6'5" and I'm 5'2". And so it's amazing. Don't have to ease it.
Even at my age, which is a 91 and a half, the joint formula because I had a difficulty. I can walk with my walker without any problem. Like I'm sitting, I have no pain. But when you get up and get down, then you have pain. But now I think they have reduced it. Not completely, but gradually. I started only 4 days ago. And so this is even for me at this later stage, it is looks like it is helping.
That's amazing. Wow, thank you, Crystal. Before I let you go, though, we just had an incredible conversation about Dr. Prasad's new protein. Now, I know that you were using another protein product and you were excited to incorporate Dr. Prasad's, but tell us how you're utilizing the protein as a meal replacement. When during the day are you using it? How are you using it? Because what you shared a couple of weeks back on the on our Zoom call was important information. So will you share a little bit of that tip with everybody?
Sure.
Okay. So I use it in the morning for breakfast. I have a shake. And then we have a larger lunch. Well, larger by me is not very much, it's more because the GLP-1s really help my appetite. So we have a sandwich or something at lunchtime. And then we use it, we put the collagen in it at night, along with our micro daily hydro. And I will say, this is the best protein I've had because the other ones I just kind of deal with and swallow them. But this one tastes like a white cake to me. And so it's kind of not like overly sweet, but I'm like, if I put the citrus hydro in there, I'm like, oh, look, it's a slightly flavored lemon cake. And the other one's honey cake. And so to me, it's like kind of a sweet treat. And I just use that at night before I go to bed about an hour. We drink that one. And that one, usually we do I do half a shake at night and I do a full shake in the morning.
Well, so to go over that again, you're doing a shake in the morning, and that would be kind of breaking your fast all night long. Doing the GLP-1 now, are you doing the GLP-1 before that breakfast shake, or are you doing it before your midday larger meal?
I do it. Well, I had in the past, I was doing because I'd take my vitamins at 7 before I started to work. And then we drink our shake. Because I'm trying to take my vitamins 12 hours later at night. At 9 o'clock when we go to bed, I switched to doing that, taking my vitamins at 9, but we still break the fast at about 7 because that's when my husband makes the shake because I have to get working and he can take a little bit more time to get on his job. And so I usually about 7, we drink the shake. So that has usually he puts my micro daily in there. And so we get the start of it. And then at 9, we take the rest of the vitamins.
Wow. So
and
you're incorporating
the GLP-1 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
At 9.
So at 9 o'clock is when you're doing it. Okay. Fantastic. And you're mixing the new protein daily with the collagen daily with the hydro daily
At night.
and
I do the collagen in the morning.
wow that's exciting. A fantastic explanation, the way that you're doing it, and again, you've got the results. Looking at those pictures, it's just incredible. Thank you again for sharing with us, Crystal, for coming on, and yeah, you were inspired to come forward today.
And I want to mention that make me so happy that I will live 1 year longer.
Good. Awesome.
It was fun. Dr. Prasad, you probably remember that Crystal and her very tall husband was at the summit that we just had there in Provo. So they were there with you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually I think we had lunch together with you one day or something. Anyway, that was amazing. Crystal, appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming forward and sharing all of that. All righty. Wow, Dr. Prasad. Yeah. Another incredible one. Now we're going to go across the country to Georgia, with Dolores Lovat, and Dolores is amazing. It's not about every other day or every third day I get a call from Dolores, and we're helping somebody else out with the micronutrients, or helping somebody else out with a new protein, or helping somebody else out with the questions that they have. And so, Dolores, thank you for coming forward. You've added so much to our experience overall, being on this journey for quite a while. I know you had your hand up and you wanted to share something with Dr. Prasad today. So go ahead, Dolores.
First, I just want to thank Dr. Prasad for the products. They've been amazing in my life. Going all the way back when I got my first real benefit was when I had COVID. And I'll kind of fast forward, because from COVID to the vaccine, I developed something with my joints where I could not move them. But taking my micro daily, it helped me to be able to start functioning a little bit better. But from time to time, I would have to use a cane. So when the joint boost came out, I right away got some. I started to take it. I am not walking with a cane. I was able to put my cane down, and I'm able to walk, and just getting amazing results from all your products. Not just for me, but for like I always say, my whole family is benefiting from the product. But I do appreciate you, Dr. Prasad. I have not tried the mineral boost yet, but I plan to try it. I am on the 4-4. I take everything. I'm like the other young lady. I take basically everything that you have formulated.
Thank you.
Except the men boost. I don't take that, but everything else, and I'm really getting good benefits from it. So I do appreciate it. I haven't gotten really into the GLP-1, the new formula. I've just started to take it and the protein. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to do for me. Okay. Thank you.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you, Dolores, for coming forward and sharing that information, and keep the calls coming. I mean, you're helping a lot of people, and Dolores was just recognized as a new diamond this just a couple of weeks ago. And so that means that she has assisted over $3,500 or points worth of people enjoying the benefits. She's got that many customers. And so again, thank you, Dolores, for that. Amazing. So I know, Elizabeth, you had your hand up, but I'm not going to allow you to ask the question that you posted in the chat. I'll do that, but then I want you to share your testimony in regards to the product. So yeah, we're not breaking format here, but there was a question, Dr. Prasad, about the GLP-1 boost. And I know the answer. The question was this: can somebody who is on one of the synthetic versions, in this case it's the Mounjaro, but it's like the Wegovy and the Ozempic, if they are on that, you've told us how many days they need to be off before they start. Yep.
5 days.
Yep. 5 days. So you cannot take them concurrently.
No.
The question was posed. Can you take GLP-1 with the Mounjaro shot? No, you need to wait at least 5 days in between those two.
Because that polypeptide is there. It's kind of small protein. And so they have to get rid of it. They have to be all metabolized, because otherwise, they have derived from the venom of a GI monster. So they have a toxicity. And so better to get rid of it.
Very good. Thank you. So Elizabeth, we've been invited you up, but share with us an incredible testimony, something that has changed your life or the life of somebody that's close to you. Go ahead.
I was just on the phone, and I got permission to say this. A gentleman started the Core 4 not even a month ago. He has an enlarged prostate and has been having difficulty urinating. He told me today, and he wanted me to tell this to Dr. Prasad, that the problem seems to be going away, that he's able to urinate like he's never done in months. He wanted you to know that he doesn't know that's why it's happening, but he thinks That's why it's happening, because it's the only thing that he's changed in his daily routine. So he wanted me to let you know that.
Oh, that's great news.
Amazing. And thank you for coming forward, Elizabeth, and sharing that, you know,
Yeah,
from
because
one
that
of
is
the
very important in older people, male, they have a lot of problem with prostate.
well, thank
Fortunately,
you.
even though I'm very old, but I don't have any prostate problem thus far.
Good.
That's
Because
awesome.
take all these things that I developed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, Elizabeth. So we have Neil Armstrong on here with us. I know Neil. Neil was with us also at the event in Provo. And so Neil, share with us what you've experienced as it relates to Dr. Prasad's formulations. Go ahead. We're not hearing you. We're not hearing you for some reason, Neil. It says that you're unmuted, but we're not hearing you. Check the little audio signal down to the left-hand side and to the
Any better?
there we go. There we go. We can hear you now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Good call. Yeah, I love everything about Engage. It's great to be out in Utah and meet both of y'all out there. It's kind of amazing how I ran across this, because somebody was diagnosed with cancer last year, back around middle of the year, and I said, well, have you looked at functional medicine? They said, not really. And so I said, I'm not aware of anything, but I called around the country, and I'm out in North Carolina, and somebody out west, I called and said, call this number. It happened to be Beth Sturdivant's number. And she had an amazing story, and I passed that information on, and I was intrigued by Engage products. And I checked all the science. I've listened to the broadcasts, the Zoom calls, and I really didn't feel I had anything chronic to deal with personally, but I said, there's nothing left for me to do but try the products. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I just turned 66 last year, about to be 67 soon, and got into Medicare. And well, I knew I had high blood pressure. I have had it for a number of years, and got on the Engage products. And within a matter of weeks, my blood pressure came down to normal. That was great. And then I had all the signs of an enlarged prostate, having to get up many times a night, and deal with nature. And that kind of went away on its own. Just happened. And I had a knee injury from college that had really bothered me for a long time. I mean, since then. And it restricted me from my movements properly. It actually blew out one time a few years ago, just walking. So never got it fixed. Well, those problems went away. I can do full squats now and everything like that. Got involved with the sleep boost and the CBD, and I sleep better. I take the eye boost, and I used to have floaters. And one day I'm like, I still work on the screen a lot. I got to get me some blue blocker glasses. But I noticed one day I'm like, I don't have floaters anymore. Wow. So there's just kind of one thing. Well, and I have lost weight on it too, because I was hanging around 230, 240. Now I'm around 205. And that was before the GLP. I brought that into play. That was before that. So just the products themselves, without the GLP, were amazing. But I went ahead and instituted the GLP because it's my understanding that that also helps inflammation.
Yeah.
The final thing I'm trying to deal with is autoimmune, just psoriasis. And that's more of a challenge. I guess it takes maybe a little longer, but
Yeah, exactly. So that's chronic disease.
yeah.
It takes a little longer. Yeah.
So I've even bought different things just to try them. Like I got kids gummies because, well, I might know somebody that needs to do that, and then I started eating a few
Yeah,
because
sure.
they're good.
It is good. I do too.
So every product is amazing in my book, and I'm sharing stories with people. The hardest part is they find it hard to believe that, one, you got to get their attention. Like everybody's hurry, hurry, this, that, and the other, but they have to understand that how good the products are, and what you just put out on back in June with for cancer.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sharing that with somebody here soon that they just don't realize how strong and important these products are. That's all I got to say. And I got to thank you for your lifetime work of putting all this together. And we just need to try to carry it forward best we can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, Neil, thank you. That was amazing to
Yeah.
go through. Just that's your experience. I mean, nobody can take that from you. You know the difference that knee is enjoying now. All the way back from a college injury. So again, thank you for coming forward and sharing that with you. And it was our pleasure to get a chance to meet you out there as you saw firsthand what Engage is all about. So
Yes.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All righty. Oh my goodness, Dr. Prasad, where has the hour gone?
Yeah.
We're
Right.
just 3 minutes left, and wow, what an incredible Sunday. I love these opportunities for us to get together and share not only the knowledge that we have, but I really love these Sundays that are testimonial
Yeah,
Sundays.
testimony. I love it. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, to have people come forward like Bernard talking about his experience, and then Shelley coming and talking about hers, and then we've got Crystal that came forward
Yes.
and really brought to light the significance of the protein. And so a reminder, the last day of the month is Friday. Customer service will be open on Friday. Bernard just placed that in the chat, and I'll tell you, there are some incredible things that are happening right now. I want to just quickly go back to this chart here and the protein daily and this whole Engage wellness system. It's amazing, and I love how Jonathan has declared war. We are going to be doing this again through the entire month of August. And I'll tell you, there's going to be some incredible information doled out on these Sundays. I know that the one that I'm going to be helping Jonathan with is in regards to seed oils and the inflammation that can come from using seed oils that are and have a tendency to go rancid, and how those contribute to visceral fat. I know that there's some other really, as we get off a little bit more into the quote unquote weeds of visceral fat, there's some incredible information coming forward during the month of August. Dr. Prasad will be here with us on a couple of those. Go ahead.
Next Sunday,
it'll start next Sunday. Just let me.
I thought it was only customer's statement.
I think it is. 1 second. Let me look at. Jonathan sent this over to you. Okay. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to post this into the chat so that everybody can see it. One moment. Give me my. I lost my cursor for some reason.
Okay.
Anyway, check the schedule with everybody. Okay, there. I don't know. Anyway, I was going to go down and pull from my text messages because Jonathan just texted me I'll just tell everybody. How about that? Let me just open this up. And we will be looking, okay. The toxic burden is next week. So August 2nd, the toxic burden. August 9th is ectopic fat and seed oils. August 16th is the metabolic sink. And then we're going to have a month from today, part 12, stories of success.